I know, you know.
Hey, you're not supposed to look over here. Hey.
See, y'all don't know nothing about this, man. You gotta widen your range.
I'm surprised you know who she is.
You gotta widen your range, man.
So when you're musically inclined, or like, let me see. Hey. Oh.
Y'all don't know.
You stupid.
Y'all ain't never been through nothing. I can tell when you listening to this. When you been through something, you listen to this different.
Is that right?
Oh. What you believe?
Somebody say that.
Hey.
A love like that won't last.
Hey.
You don't know Sade?
I know the song. I don't know it like that.
Hold on. I got one more.
It was before my time.
I got one more.
The young one in the
I can't go to my phone. Can I?
Wait.
Go to my phone. We're going to get into the podcast.
What year were you born?
I'm not the young one. I don't think I am.
What year were you born?
90.
Or young, first of all.
90?
Yeah.
You born 90?
I was
You
born
older
in
than
90.
me?
Yeah, I think so.
I was born in 90.
When your birthday?
You were not born in 90.
How you
November.
gonna tell me?
When your
You were.
birthday?
I didn't know your birthday was in November.
November.
Yes.
November what?
9.
Oh, wow.
9th. That's early.
That's
Oh,
close
you're
to
not
my
a
niece's
Sag
birthday.
then. I don't know what that means. Oh, really? Why you looking like that?
You're not a Sag?
I am. I mean, but now I'm not, because I don't know what it means, but my birthday falls in that month.
In October? You're in October?
No, sweetheart.
You're November.
No, sweetheart.
What day?
The real month for Sagittarius.
I don't know that.
It's a real
Just
month,
sit back
y'all.
and listen.
I know this.
I need you to get in the camera.
Please.
Nafeesah,
Let's try and get it together, man. We got to knock the dust off.
It's a lot. It's a whole lot.
But you rather make it hard.
Loving you is like a
Hit
battle.
Hit that note, Terry.
And we both end up with scars.
My voice is raspy.
Tell me who you gotta be. What you want? Ticket.
Reciprocity. Girls always talking about
that's it.
reciprocity. They really
Because we
want.
don't get it.
Oh my God. They not. Nope. And no one ever will. Is this just a silly game?
So we just jamming.
Hold on. What'd he do?
He said let it get to his part first.
Act this way. That you can't say.
They always got a question. Who I gotta be?
And y'all ain't
What
got
you
no
mean?
answers. And y'all
What you
ain't got no
mean?
answers.
Oh man. So no one loves you more than me.
Know this.
I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to like really listen to the words right now.
It ain't working. Hey, it ain't working, man.
I bet she still stay.
Nope, not in 2019.
It's
we
toxic.
Don't.
This is crazy.
Cool.
Do your little cut sound.
You are now tuned in to the Terry Gilbert audio experience.
I can't be in the video.
Oh man, we got Nafeesah is here. She's in the building.
Barely. What's up?
Burley. Okay.
Barely.
What's up, Fard?
I'm in the studio.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Like we never missed a step. Okay. right back in.
It's been a minute.
How long has it been?
Wow.
It's been
More than a month.
That's a good question. A lot has happened. You're right.
A lot has happened.
Okay, wait. All right. So how was your day?
It was long.
Long day. Okay.
Very long. A lot of.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not feeling good, and then we had open house. A lot of parents asking.
Nobody tried
questions.
to stay past the
They
time.
actually did.
I knew it. I knew it.
Did. That's why I was a little late getting here, but it's a long day.
Long day. Okay. How was your day, bro?
Wow, my day was tiring. I don't know. Ever since I got back from my trip, it's been really,
That's how it
really
always
tiring.
is.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that trip. Yeah, we're gonna get into
It's
that.
been
Do
really,
tell.
really tiring. But I was just tired today at work. Like, I was just exhausted.
Yeah, I be having them days too. I feel that.
How was your day?
It was up and down. It was up and down. It's up and down. A lot of back and forth. A lot of chitter chatter. A lot of talking. I had some very important meetings today, and they were pretty good.
You didn't sound too happy about those meetings.
Even though they were important.
I didn't want to be at them because I have more work to do. I'm trying to finish up. I'm actually about to start working like every day this month or in October. So October I'm gonna be working like even the weekend. So I'm not too excited. This is the wrong month to start that.
Yeah.
And so it's only for like 30 days. And so we
Oh, yeah, I can't do that.
yeah. So it's a struggle. It's a struggle, but I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna make it through. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be all right. Yeah, be good. Hopefully I'll make it. I'm day to day. Let me just be honest, since I'm here to be honest.
Take it day by day, moment by moment.
I'm day to day, so anything can happen. Who we got calling the podcast? Who is this? Yo, Jamal, we got our first caller.
Okay.
You cannot know. Terry.
Yo, Jamal. Yo, Jamal, you on the Terry Gilbert audio experience, man. Say what's up.
Hello.
Yo, hello.
We can't hear.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
You on the Terry Gilbert audio experience, man. What's up? What's good?
I'm doing good, bro.
That's what's up. What's up? How was your day?
Just got you hip in the same mood.
Oh, man.
I had my gun class today.
Yeah, this what?
It's gun class.
Oh, your gun class. Oh, okay. Are you licensed? Okay. Oh, did you really have it today? Or you trying to? You called to talk to Nafeesah?
Hello. You're on the air.
You on? Tell me on the podcast.
Oh, hello.
What you said?
We're recording for the podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Congratulations, you're our first caller. We've never had
Go
one.
ahead. Go ahead.
The very first
Do
one.
you have any jewels? Who is Jamal? He got anything?
Do you have any words of wisdom to leave us with before we hang up?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. You're
Nah,
on the
Jamal.
air. Like, you're actually on the
person
recording.
behind you.
I hope you know this. So you have to leave us with words of wisdom.
Seek the Lord with all your heart.
Amen.
That is most definitely. And that is wherever your treasure is spent with your heart, make sure it's with God.
Okay.
Anything else is going to leave you in vain. Yeah.
Amen.
So,
Okay. Thank you, brother. I got to add brother to your name now.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother Jamal. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right.
All right. I'll call you back.
Later.
All right, bye.
Oh man, got a first caller, man. You never know what's gonna happen on the Terry Gilbert experience.
from his gun class. I was like,
Yeah. Okay, fam. Yeah, I ain't trying to get this up on your girl. I don't know. But anyway, would you like to explain who Jamal is?
he's my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool. Is he what kind of friend? Okay.
He's just
All right. You're not trying to take this podcast to the next level, huh?
not tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, anyways, I wanted to get into y'all's week, or just get us up to get us up to speed. Get us up to speed, and then we're gonna get into we're gonna talk a little bit about that Revolt Summit. We're gonna touch on that. I definitely want to touch on that, and a little streaming wars and some other things that I got. I know you got some stuff in your
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll touch on it. But yeah, get us. But anyway,
But it's okay.
you off the top, off the dome. This, yeah. But anyways, update us. Go ahead. It was you went to a wedding.
I did.
It's been wedding season. We all went to weddings since we had in between.
That is very true.
This is the time for that. A lot of people like to have weddings.
We were in a wedding. Oh, you was in the wedding. I was in the wedding. You was at the wedding that I was in. I didn't go to yours, but you looked like you had a lot of fun. Or the wedding you was in, you looked like you had a lot of fun. You were at a wedding, like you had a lot of fun too.
So a lot of fun. I was very sad.
What was your wedding?
In Florida, Pensacola.
Ooh.
So it was nice. Too. It was really nice. I like Florida. And Pensacola Beach is beautiful.
You was in Florida.
I was about to say the same thing. I like every time I come to Florida, I just like the atmosphere.
It's nice and it's different. And I don't know if it's because it's so far from Texas, but I love it. Like, I don't know. It was very different. I didn't want to come back.
Really enjoyed myself. Every time I go to Florida, I enjoy myself. And it wasn't hot.
Exactly, but it was sunny.
It was sunny
so
and breezy. It was tropical.
Yeah,
it was
it's like
tropical.
The sun was out beaming, but it
like 70.
It was still 80
a little
degrees.
Hotter. Oh, okay.
Like it was, I think it was the same,
yeah,
but it
wasn't. It's not Texas.
Because Texas
it's not dry heat.
You can be outside there, and it just feels good. There's still a breeze. Like at the beach, it was just like amazing. I liked it.
Yeah. You had a lot of
fun. I didn't want to come back. I was very sad when I came back, and it took a minute for me to adjust.
Overall, go ahead and rate that wedding. Because I know people like to
it
rate.
Was good.
It was good?
It was a 10. It was a 10 because we had all been hanging out.
A 10?
So like me and two of my friends, we went, and we had all been hanging out with them all week. So
with them, meaning the bridal party?
The bridal party. And they had like game nights and like barbecues and stuff. So we were hanging out with them. So we were kicking it hard and getting to know their friends and like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that was me. I was checking me. I seen something on myself. Go ahead.
And then like, they're in a frat. One of them is Kappa. One of them is a Zeta. No, not a Zeta. Sigma.
Oh, I edited it out, bro.
So,
the disrespect. But anyway.
That's all good.
Okay, blue and blue.
But
y'all siblings. Are y'all siblings? Yeah, okay. So true.
Get back to the wedding.
Anyway, so it's like we got a chance to kick it with them. So by the time we made it to the wedding, we knew their family. We knew all their frat brothers. We knew everybody. Yeah. So it's like, it was just
family.
It was really fun. And then we hung out that night after the wedding because it was over like 8. One of them had like a gathering at the house. We hung out. And
anything crazy happened?
Was it a big
Waffle
wedding?
House. Not really.
Honestly, don't.
What do you mean by big? I mean, it didn't seem like it was more than
a lot of people?
200 people.
That's a lot.
So it wasn't too much. Or maybe it wasn't even that much. It seemed like it was full because maybe it was a small space. I don't know. But it was very intimate. It wasn't too many people.
How was the food?
Food was really good. First of all, I loved it because right after the wedding, they had a cocktail hour.
Food gotta be good. I didn't send you to the restroom and then, right?
No, it was good.
Food, yeah, I know. Like we'll get into that.
They had a cocktail hour before while they took pictures after the wedding. Cocktail hour where you weren't allowed into the reception hall, but you were able to get appetizers and drinks.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Look at him. Are you planning your wedding in your head off the feedback? That's what I feel.
Seriously, I can give you some tips because I was like, I need to add that to my list because it was good. Like while they took pictures, everyone was getting drinks and having appetizers. When they got here, then we all went in and ate together and like then we danced and stuff. It was really nice.
Did anything seem kind of unorganized?
It all just seemed to like,
that's good.
I appreciate weddings like that they don't leave you hanging, they don't leave you waiting.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
Everything's together, no confusion. It was good.
All right, the real questions. Let's get to them. Did it put any pressure on you?
It made you feel like you was ready for to get married?
No.
Are you telling us the truth?
Did I cry?
Yeah.
The wedding? No. I guess because, I mean, the guy that got married, we're close, but we've only known him for like a year.
Oh, I see. Y'all just went out there.
Got a chance to see them.
Y'all just went out there to do y'all thing.
Turn up. We did. It was well worth it.
Wait, so it didn't put any pressure? It didn't put no pressure on you?
Pressure.
It doesn't make you think about like getting married or anything like that?
I know my friends was doing that. They're just like, Farad,
how many weddings
you next?
Have you been to?
You next.
I've been to
yeah. You didn't get hit with the you next?
Nah, I didn't. I mean, I got hit with that a lot. and I'm just like on my own time.
You said you don't know?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I see stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to have that at my wedding. But it doesn't put pressure on me.
You think women are pressured to get married?
I don't.
It didn't put no pressure on you.
I don't know. I guess because I feel like the pressure is like on the men in this situation.
To ask the question, maybe?
To ask it. I just got to do me and wait for him to come along.
You just have to answer.
Like,
but what if he asked prematurely?
Nice.
You'll still go with it?
No, definitely not.
But what if
What's premature?
Before he's ready? Before you may think he's ready? Before he may think he's ready?
I mean, I would hope a guy's not coming to me unless they're ready. I hope they don't even try to date me unless they're ready. To avoid that, because you can do that and the pressure can come, and then you like
make
just trying to rush
rash
it, and you
decision.
thinking you just see somebody that you can picture yourself with and think, oh, okay,
but you really don't know who they really are.
Not even that, but you have to make sure you suit each other.
When do you find out who somebody really is?
You find out by getting to know them as good friends.
What do you think about?
I'm done with you. I'm done. All right, Farad.
I was about to ask her something else,
Wait, no, but I had to.
You got another question for her?
No, I was gonna ask her what do you think about because this came up with me and my groomsmen. What do you think about like shacking up?
Oh, I don't do that. I don't believe in that.
Ooh.
Honestly, I feel like that's like God is trying to protect us
And now-
when He doesn't want us to do that, or people who tell us not to do that. I feel like it's a good idea.
I got some stats on
Now,
that.
granted now,
Can I give you the stats on that? I ain't want to
shacking
talk
up.
about shacking up.
Most of my friends that I know that are married now, they did shack up before, and it wasn't in so many words. It wasn't like shacking up at the same time. It was shacking up, but it wasn't like, oh, we're doing this because we're thinking about getting married.
Oh, they
In actuality, they didn't think they were gonna. I don't even know if that was a thought in their mind, but it was just like for some people, I know for some it was a way of for economic reasons, and then after a while, it was just like, oh shoot, we should kind of get married after a while.
See, that's the thing. You don't want to slide
living with people.
in.
It's just.
But like,
I'd rather not until I'm committed, because you might drive me crazy.
So for the couple that the wedding I was just in, that they got married, they lived together before before they got married, and it worked for him. Like, just I don't want to put everything
I feel like
out
it takes
there, but
the excitement out of it. Like,
Can I go?
Go ahead.
All right, research.
Go ahead. Give us some research.
Research confirms that cohabitating couples increase their risk of divorce by 50%. Value their independence rather than interdependent relationship. Are less sexually trustworthy. Have more negative attitudes about marriage.
Where you getting this from?
Hold on. Let me finish. Have lower religious commitment. Break up at a rate of 50% before marrying. Unfortunately, the trial marriage often has a trial commitment. That went over your head. Let me bring that one back.
and mine too.
Unfortunately,
Bring it back.
a trial marriage, meaning like when you move in together, you're trying it out, you're playing house.
I know what it
has a trial commitment. That means it expires, like the commitment expires. But anyway, let me continue. God, let me get it out.
Or it never happens.
I cannot continue. You too? Both of y'all. Anyways, have lower marital quality and commitment if they do marry, are tempted to slide into marriage because of the phrase of like, we're living together, we're sharing a bus pass, why not get hitched? Instead of making a conscious decision to throw their entire selves into marriage. So like you think that cohabitating. Hold on. Let me finish.
Just keep reading.
Let me finish. So you think cohabitating?
Down everything that you said. Like,
so you think?
I
can't finish. Okay. Who's the teacher here? I don't know who tell their students to be quiet all day and get to the podcast and have to be told to be quiet. Anyways, so you think you're doing yourself a favor by cohabitating, but in the end, you're hurting things. You're hurting things more than helping things. That's the research. Now, that's the research. Now, listen to it. It says 50%. So there is another 50% that could possibly. This is just the research that was done.
So that's not really bad.
I don't want to put my 50-50. Have you ever flipped a coin and then not go your way?
But that means
I've lost a lot.
That means it would be 50-50 on the other side. That means it's still a chance.
Hold on. Let me break down statistics to you, brother.
Why don't you just want it to be?
No, there's 50-50. That means it's a 50% chance that it will.
Oh, what's the chances?
Okay, let me give you.
Read the statistics on the chances. And I'm not even...
It increases your risk of divorce by 50%. Now, let's say your risk of divorce was at like 10.
But
it just got increased by 50 by moving in together and playing house.
So tell me, what's the statistics on that you won't get divorced by? And I'm not even foreshacking up. I just want to know, just because all those points that you just made kind of are really...
They make sense, though. I can see it.
Should I read more?
Because you haven't... you basically
some of those stuff are kind of really shallow. Some of those things that they said.
That's what you're doing, though.
That it sounded really opinionated and not factual.
No, this is research. It's
factual,
research.
Like the whole. What did it say?
What part?
Just going into the marriage.
Yeah, like sliding in the marriage because you live together.
To really commit to that person, like outside of living together, and cohabitating.
How you know they haven't already done that already though?
What you mean?
I'm saying, let's say if two people have been together for 5 years and they've never shacked up together. They've never lived in the same.
You giving me a scenario?
And then they decide to live together.
And then they decide to live together before.
5 years. Why
wouldn't you make a decision?
You're asking me a question with a question or whatever.
After 5 years, why would I need to move in with you to know if you?
If after 5 years, your idea of taking it to the next step is moving in, then there's something not right. Because you can't commit and say let's get married. But you can commit to living together. It's like.
But if I knew you out of high school and I've known you 5-6 years now.
Known or dating?
Dated. Y'all been together since high school. Y'all been high school sweethearts all the way up on top college. Y'all graduated and y'all have never lived together.
And then y'all decide to live together.
Y'all decide to live together.
Like I said, 5 years.
I'm not here for your scenario. That doesn't happen all the time.
All right, but it happens.
All right, let's reverse a little bit. Let's go back.
You took us deep in there without the facts.
I did. My bad. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna just drop that there and then we'll put a link below. Anyway,
can I give another update?
Huh?
Can I give another update?
Oh, you got more?
I do. There's a lot been going on.
Okay, go ahead.
I moved into my apartment.
Hey!
And I've been a pescatarian for almost a month.
Whoa! Dang, you been holding out on us. Like, you been eating fish and stuff? What you been eating?
Crab legs, shrimp.
That's expensive.
It's a very expensive lifestyle, I must say.
I bet.
Especially for me and my cravings for crab legs all the time.
Dang.
But I like it. It's really good. I feel better.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
She was sick, y'all.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm sick because I work with sickly children.
Hold on, let me give you.
But, like, as far as, like, I feel better not taking in meat and stuff. I
really? And the first week, how did the first week feel?
It's a round of applause.
Oh,
man, go ahead. What did you say?
Thank you.
How did the first week feel?
The first week was it was rough only because I kind of just quit it cold turkey and I didn't come up with ideas of what to eat. So I was struggling.
Wait, let's back up. What made you want to go pescatarian?
It's a long story.
Who are you talking to?
All right, summarize it.
Embarrassing story.
Summarize it. Give me the short version.
We got time?
And it probably doesn't even make sense.
We got
but it makes sense in my head and it was enough for me.
Give me the short version.
So where I live, I have valet trash, right?
Okay.
So I cooked one day, I think I cooked with chicken or whatever, and I put it in the thing, but I didn't want my house to smell like it because I never get home in time to take my trash out. So I set it on the patio, and it sat there for like a couple of days.
The chicken.
Like the raw chicken platter thing, not the chicken, but
the raw chicken platter.
You know the thing that comes.
Oh yeah, I got you.
That's
fine. Who shot you? Okay.
But I think it sat outside, and then when I went to take it out for the valet one day, there were maggots
in the chicken.
That in the trash can. That came from that.
From the chicken.
You're supposed to take that out
because the chicken is raw.
Yeah, like raw chicken.
It had raw chicken particles in there.
And stuff, and then they.
Yeah, if I left you in the trash, you would have maggots too. Okay.
It disgusted me. Like the thought that maggots even come and are attracted to that, or like flies come and lay their little eggs to create maggots or whatever. So So I just remember being disgusted, and I was just like,
"You done with chicken?
I'm done. Like done with meat. Like I don't even want
with
to
meat.
eat that.
But you eating fish. That's not meat.
Wait,
it is kind
that's
of.
what
Fish
broke the
is
camel's
different.
back.
It really is. Yeah.
All right, hold on.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me pause you. I got a question to Fard. So how long you think she gonna? How long you think she gonna be pescatarian? How long?
It's been almost a month.
How many more months you think?
She said almost a month.
Give it to the end of the month.
No. Hear me out. I keep trying to find, instead of me going to, because I have to go to the store and like find things to cook. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm tired. Girl, just go here and get this. And I wrap my mind around getting meat. And for some reason, I just still feel disgusted and I can't do it.
Okay, so you're going to...
Next episode, y'all, she'll be eating meat again.
So how long? Yeah, tell us how long you want to be pescatarian.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking very far ahead. I was trying to think. The other day, I was thinking of what I'm gonna. No.
Tell me how long.
The other day, I was thinking of what I'm gonna eat for holidays because you know it gets real around that time. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fry my own fish and bring it. Like.
What pescatarians go through? Well, actually, I mean, you can eat veggies.
Yeah,
you can just eat veggies.
And that's another thing. I feel like me abstaining from meat is also pushing me towards eating more veggies, and I never did that. I didn't eat vegetables at all.
You're abstaining from meat, so you gonna go? You gonna revisit? Are you ever going back?
I don't know.
Okay, so you're not. Thank you for the update.
Jerry, first of all, believe in me.
I believe that you will be eating meat.
No, that's not funny. All this bad energy, man.
Oh, but you know why I said that?
Why?
Because you haven't made up your mind.
How do you know?
Because
I just asked you.
And because
did I not ask her?
And because you didn't set a goal. Like, what's the purpose of doing this?
So I don't want to say it and then not reach it and then I'd be like feeling bad. Like I don't want to have a moment where I fall off. But I know that I'm trying to be disciplined in it. Sometimes I think it helps me not having
a meaning behind it, but you don't want to tell us.
No. She told us. The meaning was what?
I've also been trying to challenge myself to eat healthier. I've always had this war when it comes to eating meat, and I wanted to because I felt like it just wasn't good. I didn't like how it made me feel. Like moments I eat meat and be sitting there belching it for like hours. I don't like that, and I don't think that's normal.
The reason why I said that is because it didn't sound like you had a strong enough reason for yourself to abstain from meat.
It's a strong enough reason. I want to be healthy.
Okay, so you're associating unhealthiness with meat, right? Is that enough for you not to eat meat? Is my question. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm saying for you yourself.
For me not to?
It's not a therapy session, but yeah, for you not to.
Feels like it.
For you not to. Is there enough association with meat not being healthy for you not to eat it?
Yeah.
So you're like.
Not even that, but
you have to be disgusted with it for you not to eat it.
But not even just disgusted, because I don't want to be disgusted because, I mean...
You should be.
God's
So you cannot eat it. See, now you got two things working against each other. See what I'm saying?
Listen,
it's not a therapy
I know what it does. I mean, how many times are you going to say that? You kind of
I was just talking to him. Both of us.
I know that I've always wanted to get to like a healthy lifestyle, and me giving that up has completely changed, and I see how my body is reacting to it. Mm-hmm. So now it's like I want to make it a normal thing, but I also feel like it could possibly get to a point where I eat it sparingly every now and then.
You want to try it out? You want to try out the diet?
Hell no.
I thought we could do it as a podcast. We could try it. I'm putting an end date to it.
It's not that bad. There's so many meat substitutes.
You want to try it out? We can do it as a podcast.
Pescatarian. You can have seafood.
I love seafood. I love seafood.
Yes, no. Yes, no.
No.
Okay. You was real with that one. Okay.
Can you?
What about me?
Can you try?
No. I was gonna try to get we was gonna do it for like a month or two, like
or
a month.
Try it for a week.
I'm not gonna do a week. I want to do a month so I can actually know how it feels.
Like it's a difference.
I want my body to adjust and then make the decision to come back.
Out.
We do.
Okay, what does that mean?
Where you get your I eat protein. Not like that. I was like, where you get your protein from? I guess you had to get it from like beans and other. Yeah. All right, look, we'll come back to being pescatarian. Tell me how you felt as far as I wanted us all to speak about the wedding because we all went to weddings since we were gone. I wanted to get your point of view, like the pressure.
Put pressure on you. Do you feel like you need to go find?
And how did it feel being? Oh, yeah, answer those real quick.
Wait, what?
Quickly, though.
I said, do you feel like you need to go find your wife now?
No.
Okay.
But no, I don't feel pressure. I don't feel pressured at all because I've always had this thing that when it comes to finding somebody, is gonna be on my time. Like it's gonna be when
no rushing.
There's no rushing.
No rush.
I'm not trying to.
I like that.
I'm not trying to set. I just feel like a lot of people try to put a lot of society's
or age limit on it.
Age limit. Oh, I'm this age, so I have to have this. Who said that? I don't know who. I don't know who said that. Yeah. But like I don't put.
So there's no pressure.
I don't put those certain limitations on my life.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about it? It didn't make you? It didn't make a difference.
I thought the wedding was beautiful.
No. I'm saying like as far as you being in the wedding. This last wedding you were in, right?
Yeah.
The wedding before. All right. Yeah. That's the question. That's the question I wanted to ask. The difference between being in the wedding and at the wedding. How did you feel? Because you've been at all these weddings. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, how are you feeling at these weddings? A lot of
my friends are getting married, but I would say the difference between I love being in weddings
versus being at the wedding.
At a wedding, being at a wedding, being in a wedding, I felt more included, a part of it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it depends on the wedding because the last wedding I just been to, the people that weren't in the wedding, I felt like they were a part of it too. Because like during the time, right after the ceremony, they had like a cocktail hour and they were giving out, oh my God, they were so good. I had it for the first time. Dang, I can't remember what it is. It's like these little hors d'oeuvres.
The quiche?
No, not quiche.
No. Like the cheese things.
Oh, you talking about devil egg, bro?
No, not devil eggs. I forgot what it's called.
That boy didn't know what a devil egg. He didn't know he ate it. He called it an hors d'oeuvre.
It's kind of fancy. It's fancy food.
They just sprinkled the little red stuff on top.
Little paprika.
Yeah.
It's fancy food though, but I was like, I never had one. I was like, let me try it. It changed my whole life. But no, during the cocktail hour, they had free drinks. It was open bar.
That's what's up.
That's how mine was.
All right. So, being a groomsman, how did you feel being a groomsman?
Being a groomsman, it was being a groomsman is always an honor for me.
Cause you like the support from my brother. Yeah,
it's always an honor for me, of course. But I love being a groomsman. It's just a really monumental moment at the time, and it's just like, damn, my boy getting married.
I know, like, right? You had that moment where you like
really happy. You're really happy for. I don't know about everybody else, but I genuinely be really extremely happy for. My brother starting their lives with the person with the rest of their life.
Yeah, for sure. Does it make your friendship with that person even stronger a little bit? Or
of course. And I learn from each of them. Every time I'm a groomsman, I learn from. I try to take something from out of their book every time.
Oh, that's dope. What about are any of them in Texas or no? They're all out of state.
All my friends
are. Lit, though,
all my closest friends are from out of state. Arizona.
I was saying that.
Vegas, Orlando, New York, all of them. We're all spread out.
I was saying that because so the first wedding I was in, he was in Texas. My friend was in Texas, and so like after that wedding, I didn't see him for like almost 6 months.
It's almost like a hiatus.
Yeah, I didn't see him for like 6 months.
That's expected.
It was like he was in a tunnel somewhere, and then he like popped out like, "Yo, I'm still alive." I'm like, "Oh man, I didn't know what your wife did with you." Like, but nah, it was dope. And then the last wedding we both were at for Ray. That was super dope. Being in that,
I had a good time.
Oh man, we had it. See, Ray had it set up to where we had like this whole week of like events to do, and I vlogged a little bit, so like
I seen that.
And we prayed.
If y'all ever get a chance, check that vlog out. It's really dope.
I want to say the title of it is like Men That Pray Together. I think that's the title. Yeah. And so we prayed a lot. Like we prayed a lot before the wedding. I feel like I seen a lot happened and that transpired from like family, you know, showing up, and then, you know, the conflict, and then like, all right, the resolution, and then like, hey, we all got to come together for the, you know, for the wedding. Like, it's not about us, it's about them. And like, you saw a lot of people put everything to the side and just like, hey, all right, it's gonna be all right. You even seen like the bride come through, the groom, he all frustrated. And you know, he like, what? It's not going like that. He trying to control everything. But it was like, it was really dope.
I think experiences like that is good for people who aren't married. Oh. I feel like experiences like that is good for people who aren't married, because you get to see, like, a lot of times it just looks like, oh my goodness, this glamorous wedding that they're planning, but now you get to see, hey,
they went through hell.
It's stressful.
Oh man!
And then with that wedding, now you know you need to get you some people around you that's gonna help you stay prayed up, because it gets stressful.
Fusing the weddings together, I mean, fusing the families together is like, I could see how that could be. One person wanted to be this way, another person wanted to be that way. Like, hey, why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing that? And so, man, it was definitely an experience. I had a lot of fun though. Like, I was just enjoying it. We was kicking back. We had like a little boat the first day. We had a little boat. We kicked it. We were supposed to do something with the bridesmaids, but bro, the night, it was just so much to do. It just ended. It was just like, all right, half of us went back to the Airbnb, the other half went out and partied.
We went to Miami for the bachelor party. It was so good. Like, it was so much fun. Miami is
Have you been in the bachelorette party?
Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
It was fun. It was local. It was here.
Oh, okay.
And we rented like an Airbnb. And
I ain't doing nothing but
that wasn't good though, because we were
eat cheese and drink wine and talk about men.
Nafeesah, do you
weren't
drink?
eating cheese and we weren't drinking wine, and we wasn't talking about no men.
Do you drink? Oh, okay.
I went to one in Vegas. I went to one in Vegas too, a bachelor party.
Oh.
That was dope. Oh man,
I know that was expensive.
Hey, it was lit. It was lit though. It was a lot of fun. It was
I remember that.
Yeah. It was a ton of fun, bro. I think I sent you some snaps. Did I send?
Yeah.
I sent some. Yeah.
What is our friend?
I had a lot of
All right.
But anyways, what was more on your update, like between now and then? Let me see. I'm gonna think about mine. You go ahead.
Well, I've really just been. I've been really ripping and running, actually. Before that, I went to. I told myself, I was like, I have to make it my business to go home and visit New York. And
you went to New York.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I did all that.
Yeah.
But I said I definitely. It was a really quick trip. I went home on Thursday, and then I came back on Monday. So, but yeah, I just really, I have been seeing my family, but I haven't seen my family at home. It's usually we go to another state and meet up, but I've never seen my family at home, and it was just really a really great experience, just kind of coming home. And my mission for going home was just like, I just really wanted to be around close friends and family, and that was it. That's all I needed. All my friends was like, yo, what you trying to do? And I was just like, I legitly just want to be around.
Yeah, I seen y'all kicking back, listening to music.
So we threw a barbecue in my backyard or whatever, and I just invited my closest friends, and that was it. We drank, played cards, just
you needed that.
Talked about how we all, how we're all grown now and what's new in our lives and who got the baby, who, like, just everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because it's just crazy. And I think some people take life for granted. And it's just like, life is really, 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 really short.
Especially moments like that where you're just chilling. Like, everybody just think you have to be doing something.
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything like out of the ordinary or extravagant when I went home. It was just really, really, really simple. So there's always dignity and simplicity. So
yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
What's your update?
What's my update? I was thinking. I really just been. What have I been doing? Why you laughing? I've been what did I say earlier on this?
Hold on, let me
on this self-discovery.
He being modest right now, but Terry really been off the grid.
Yeah.
Really off the grid.
I kind of like
off.
I got off because I don't know. I just didn't want to be I didn't want to be on Instagram. I didn't really want to do nothing. I didn't want to have my attention to nothing. And so like I've been reading a lot. I definitely been reading. I've been just soul searching, just like really figuring out, deciding.
You feel like you lost yourself a little bit?
Not really lost it, but it was just like, all right, if I'm
going to a new level, he got
so it's just like I had to take it to a new level, and so I just felt like I needed to take a step back in order to go even further than what I was doing, because I didn't want to. I did get a lot of rest, I would say, but
good.
Yeah, at
That's
first.
a blessing anytime.
At first, I got a lot of rest, but it was just like I had to do a lot of things that like get out of my comfort zone in my own vein, and then like come back to, and I was just like, oh, okay, all right, I got it. It's like
That's that self-care that we talked about.
Yeah, it was, and I think I'm getting better at that.
Those words.
Yeah, we can walk it back. I can walk it.
Sleep. Oh, yeah. I need to pull up the video talking about. First of all, you're sleeping too much.
Whoa,
it was too much.
It was too much, right?
You think so?
How much you sleep? How much did you sleep when you were resting?
I wasn't sleeping a lot.
I'm just happy that you were resting. I really am.
I'm well rested.
I'm glad to hear that.
I just needed like.
Look, I'm very proud of you. You really was so searching.
This guy's a workaholic.
He finding his real balance.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was doing in a sense. But I knew it was like, okay, I need to step away from this. I need to step away from that. And so once I did those things, I was just like, ooh, okay, all right, cool. And so I got to a place to where I can come back, and I feel like, all right, now I got it. But you don't never really know if you got it until you like step back into it. And so now that I'm back into it, like I want to keep it going. And so that was yeah, that it was great. It was good for me. I wasn't like, I didn't have FOMO. I didn't have
you didn't
FOMO.
Even care that you
fear of missing out.
Missing out of stuff.
Yeah.
You just told me something.
You never did that? Yeah.
I didn't have FOMO, and that made me feel even better, because it's just like kind of what you were saying as far as like moving on your own pace and at your own rate, and not like, okay, I understand what y'all are on and what you're doing,
and that's cool and it's great. It's beautiful.
But this is what I'm on. This is what I'm doing. This is this is how I want to move, and so not letting anyone else dictate what I do. Also, like making my mind up and then doing that. And so like that was my whole thing. It was great. It felt really good. Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us?
You didn't tell us you was pescatarian. I think we all kind of like checked out for a minute.
I mean, if I would have told y'all, I probably would have ended a week later, because y'all are so supportive.
Nah, we gonna support you.
So supportive.
We gonna support you. We definitely gonna support you. But I think I just needed that time, that moment, and then like that was really good. So yeah. It wasn't like I had to find myself, but it was just like, you
needed a break.
Yeah, I just needed to take a step. Like, all right,
reevaluate some stuff.
Yeah, you gotta, in order to connect the dots, you kind of gotta look back. I guess like look at that.
But yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, so it was a lot of dots connecting, but I definitely did get a word of like as far as like keeping things moving. And growing and continuing to grow, and like grow and go through whatever it is you're going through. Like you might be going through whatever it is you're going through off camera, and so like growing through that and going through that at the same time, but continuing to grow through things. So I think that's what I had a problem with. I didn't have a grasp on that. I didn't understand that, and so it took me stepping back to understand it. I was like, oh, okay, wow, all right. Just becoming more self-aware. That's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I'm good. I'm content in my
That's what I was gonna say. When you were talking, I was like, so you're content.
Yeah, I feel.
That's when you're content, when you can just sit there and you like let people just do their own thing, and you don't feel the need to like be there. You don't need to be there in order to validate yourself. Like.
Yeah, and this is how I knew I was like good and I was ready like to like, all right, I can come back and do everything. It was a time period I was like talking to somebody. It was like, all right, somebody at the job or whatever. So we talking, conversing, and like their ego got into it. And so like I was able to step back and not allow my emotions to take over me, or let my ego to go back at theirs, because I can't lie, I have an ego also. But like I let.
We all.
And so. I used that moment to like, all right, you can have your ego. I'm not gonna play into that. Like I didn't play into it. And I was just like, okay, that was like really good. So I had a mental thought in my head. I was like, okay, oh boy, yeah, like you sharpen the steel right there. Like, yeah. It feels good when you can actually see yourself pass the test, like while it's happening. And so that was one of those moments for me. So I was just like, I think I'm good. Like, battle tested.
I don't even care. You got it.
Yeah. I mean, and so I think sometimes you gotta let people manipulate themselves with their own ego. And so that's kind of how you gotta like maneuver around it. But I wouldn't know that if
you hadn't taken the time to like,
if I hadn't taken the time, or if I hadn't been a person in that same position to where my ego was on the trip and like I was in that, so I could understand it.
I think when it comes to like people's ego, I think we all feel like the need to kind of like we have to like check someone.
Yeah, it's like that get back. Yeah,
I've come so far in that.
It's like that per my last email.
I used to be like that. Like I used to feel like I have to like. Hold on, let me tell you.
Let them know how they are to carry you or to address you.
To address me.
But now I'm in a place
ways
like,
to
you
do
know
that,
what?
yeah.
It's all good. You do that over there. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah,
we're good though.
Just do your thing. Bet.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta look at people and then like.
And they realize it, and that's the thing I like. Like, a lot of times we think that us going back and forth with their ego and stuff makes the big difference. It is a huge difference when you just be like, oh, okay, cool, and you just silence yourself and walk away. And because I've been having to do that with some people, and I've noticed that it causes them to start thinking like, wow, like, am I tripping? They realize that they were. And then they start to fix their behavior, and it's just like, they start to realize, oh, okay, so she don't respond to that. Let me not go there because she doesn't. And for me, I'm just like, it ain't that I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not. I said don't, so I'm not going to. So it's like, and I feel like there's more power in that, or it makes more of an impact.
Is.
Like they say, silence.
Your resolve.
Sometimes speak louder than like your actions and stuff.
Silence, speak louder.
You just look at them, just like,
in words. Ooh, bar.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Drop the mic.
Ooh,
it's over.
Okay. I mean, I feel like we got our updates in.
48 minutes later.
I know, right? Dang, I had a feeling.
Been a long time, and I think they want to hear our life updates because it has been a very long time.
I had a feeling coming back it was gonna be like that, and then like Nafeesah forgot a tripod and all this other stuff. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying, we ain't have all the equipment or not, but we're good.
You want to cover some current events?
I don't know, but go ahead.
I've
been off social media. I just came back on like Sunday.
The revolt thing. Did you want to talk about the revolt thing?
Did you see it? Did any of y'all see the revolt summit?
No, and I didn't.
It was so good. I watched it.
What's
twice.
another one? Give me another one.
I didn't.
I want to talk. Give me another one.
We had the. Did you see the Tim Tebow on first? What is it called?
Was it First Take? With Stephen A. Smith.
With Stephen A. Smith, he was saying that because there's a bill that's trying to get passed for student athletes to be able to get paid, instead of the NCAA collecting everybody's money. So they would be able to have, people will be able to purchase like, jerseys with NCAA players, and they would get the profit off of that instead of the NCAA just making money. But Tim Tebow's thing was that takes away from the sport, and he was like, when I was in college, which is true, college football they play with their hearts because they play more with their hearts than the NFL because it's not for money. So, but at the same time, I was just like, Tim Tebow, you were privileged in college. You had money. Most of the majority of the NFL players that are not majority, but like a percentage of the NFL players that are black are coming from broken homes. And their whole thing is like, well, I'm just trying to get out the hood. And most of those, how many black athletes that are on scholarships and they're giving money, they're sending money back to their families like, hey, I need to send this to my mom.
That was the problem. Tim Tebow didn't take into account that the NCAA is making money off of these kids. That's what's happening.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry.
Because don't forget they charge. Don't forget they charge you a fee to get into the game.
But they're even making money off jersey sales, all different types of things.
After the person graduates.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm Farad Rolock and you just loved how I played for. Give me a big school. Give me a big basketball school. Duke. Even after I graduate, you gonna want to still buy the same jersey, the same number that I wore because you love and respect. You love and respect that person.
Yeah. I mean, like Zion, the case with Zion Williamson. Yeah, so, like, you know, they made so much money off of this guy, but, you know, he went to school for 1 year and then went to the pros. So, that's definitely. So
that's why I like the guy that LeBron works with. What's his name?
What are you talking about? Clutch Sports. What's his name?
I forgot his name, but I love what he's doing because he's showing student athletes that there's another way. You don't just have to get the scholarship and go to college. Like there's other ways for you to profit and go to the NBA in the long run. So like I really like what he's doing. I forgot his damn name.
I forgot his name too. But he's a part of Clutch Sports.
But yeah, he's changing the game. That's why they made that little rule for him. That saying that you can't be somebody's manager unless you have, I guess.
What is I forgot his name.
How many years that you have to have a bachelor's degree or something like that now to be a sports manager? So that's like the rule now.
Did y'all see what's his name? The guy from the Exonerated 5, When They See Us. He won an Emmy.
He won an Emmy.
Wait. Have you watched it yet?
I did.
Let's go. We got 7 minutes. Let's get a take on that. When They See Us.
A take?
Yeah, like how did you?
Very hard to watch.
Yeah,
very hard to watch, but it was good.
A take. Yeah, we're here to do a podcast. Like, what were your thoughts on it? Yeah.
That was very hard.
Come on, give me.
I don't know why I went to her first.
I don't know why you did.
Let me go to you first, bro. Yeah.
It was really hard to watch that.
Because I'm right here.
Sometimes
it wasn't as hard.
Sometimes I found myself watching it and I'm like yelling at the TV like, "Yo, y'all should have did this."
Yeah. All right. So one of the hard parts was seeing Antron's father. Tell him to lie. Basically, tell him whatever they need to hear.
Horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to put it in context. That time period, they brought up his past, but you still don't want to.
Sad to just see. I don't like manipulation.
But you see how in that time how weak they made the black man look.
I know.
He looked at his dad, and his dad was just like,
"Yo." He didn't want to do it. Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
He was like, "You got to tell them what they wanted."
And he convinced his son to say that. But I'm not saying that that's what got him there. Man, that little kid, come on, that little 14-year-old. He wasn't even thinking about girls.
I know, and that's what my thing. I'm like, they really just cared about finding somebody. Anybody,
that little kid.
To blame it. I'm like, but you would take kids?
Yeah, I actually
innocent kids who are sitting there crying for their parents. If a kid did all of that, like, you really think they're gonna be sitting there crying for their parents? Like,
I know.
Especially if they're aware of what they did, that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I had went back and watched some of the actual footage of them really talking. Like, they got it on YouTube. I found that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was wild. So, did y'all watch the full length of part 4?
No, I didn't finish part 4.
I didn't finish part 4. That was tough.
Wait, hold on. Why didn't you finish?
I watched the first 2, and then the third one.
Did you start part 4? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't do part 4.
You didn't do it at all.
I didn't
part 4 is the part that
that's when they're out and that's the reason to get back into life.
That's the reason he won the Emmy for playing Corey Wise.
That was Corey Wise's part. They said that one was tough
because he was in jail the longest. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't
did nothing. I mean, he wasn't even there.
He was the one that came down with his friend with Yusuf.
And I hated watching his part when they were
when they was beating him and
or scaring him and getting him to manipulate his story. Like,
that part was scared. He was like, "Oh yeah, this happened."
Yes, I couldn't take it. I was
that was hard. That was hard. That was hard to watch.
Very hard.
How did it make you feel though? How did it make you feel?
Very angry.
How did it make you feel?
Very sad.
I mean,
As far as like politics, how does it make you feel about politics? Maybe that's what I forgot to add.
When it comes to politics, only because when I watched the movie, I already knew, or I've already experienced the way how New York police officers are in New York City. So it was just kind of like when I watched it, I was just like, oh man, I remember that. Like,
you remember what?
Like being just growing up as a kid, like how like it was really,
and that was before.
That was a tough. Yeah, that was
before you grew up.
Yeah, that was a really tough time.
A lot didn't change.
Not much has changed, and just with especially New York City police, it's always been really, really rough. Always been really, really rough, and that's why I get the whole kneeling thing, and I don't know if y'all know Ebony K. Williams. That's why when she made the comment about
Ebony K. Williams.
Ebony K. Williams is a black lawyer.
Okay, yeah.
Who used to she used to be on CNN, and now she's on State of the Culture with with Joe Budden and Remy Ma.
Okay.
But anyway, she made the statement about Jay-Z saying that she can understand what Jay-Z's doing, but the only thing that she's saying is just that there's still at the same time there's still other ways of forms of protesting, and for Jay-Z that's his way of making a change. But for other people that can't be in the room with somebody from the NFL, I can't sit at the table with the chairman of the NFL and be like, hey, well, here's my demands, but my way of protesting is gonna be I'm kneeling. That's my form of protest. So she was just like, Jay-Z, when Jay-Z said I think we were done with the kneeling, and she was just like, no, that you may be done with kneeling, but there's still NFL athletes that are still kneeling.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting too. I think a lot of people tried to kill Jay-Z for that, but I feel like you just gotta wait and see what he does first. I'm a big fan of Jay-Z or whatnot, so of course I'm gonna say that. Like, that's my standpoint. I'm like, all right, we gotta wait. Like, when somebody comes out and says that, like, to his point, he said, hold on. In the video, he says, all right, we did that, but now it's time to actually make moves. Like, it's time to move in action. Now we need to do something about it. Like, we can kneel all we want, but now, what are we going to put in place? So, that's what I'm looking for from him. I'm like, all right, now it's time to put forth the agenda. What are we going to do moving forward to try to end this or try to get a step closer to ending it? Like, we can kneel all day, but, kneeling isn't going to stop it, if you get what I'm saying. And it brings awareness to it, but it doesn't stop it.
I'm a fan of, I like what Jay-Z has done in the past. Do I think this was a smart move for him? I think it was a way for him to get more money.
But you haven't seen the end of it. So it's like looking at a book and saying, oh, that book's not good, but I haven't read it.
But no. And I agree with what Terry's saying, but I said this is what I think. This is what I think.
No, everybody, look, you have a lot, you share the same opinion of the internet. The internet has came out and said the same thing. Like, you get on Twitter, they bashing the man.
But I'm not bashing him. I'm not bashing him.
I'm
not bashing him. I'm saying
agree.
I don't agree with. I don't think that was a good move.
This is why it's.
So, like you said, he gives it some time.
But I'm gonna give it time. I'm not gonna bash him. I'm still a fan of Jay-Z and what he's done in the past. I'm not saying he's a sellout. I'm not saying he's cool. I think when it comes to us, when people make these grand scale announcements or whatever, we're so quick to throw our opinions and what we think out there.
That's what you just did.
But what did I say? Tell me what I said.
What did he say, Tim?
What did I say?
You just said you don't agree, but he hasn't done it yet.
He did. He said he doesn't agree.
With what?
He said he's not convinced.
I'm not convinced.
With what? He's willing to wait and see.
All right.
With what he's been presented with so far.
All right, let me pause y'all.
He hasn't been presented with anything.
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying is, if he hasn't done anything yet, there hasn't. So how can you not be convinced? There's nothing to be convinced about.
Okay, then, so why is it a problem that he's not convinced if there's nothing to be convinced about?
Why would there be a convincing?
Are you convinced?
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
But
then.
I don't.
So why would you say I'm?
So
I don't.
You said
No. Listen, wait. This part. You missing this part. This part you missing. You missing the part of I
see what
don't.
you're saying. I see what you're saying, but
can I say it? Let me say it. You missing the part of.
No, you can't say it.
I can't get a word. I can't get a word out. You missing the part of I don't agree, but it's like, how can you not agree with? It's like you don't agree with the way he did it, or you don't agree with the way. Hold on, wait.
I'm gonna tell you.
You don't agree with the way he came out with it because he hasn't actually done the moving part. So like, if he's painting this big picture, like Jay-Z definitely has to back it up with his actions, right? He's saying like, hey, we're done kneeling, so now he has to bring forth those actions next, right?
Like I said.
So if he hasn't brought forth the actions, how can you be like, I don't agree? That's why I don't
If he
understand.
hasn't brought forth the actions, how can you be like, I agree?
I didn't say I agree. I said I'm a Jay-Z fan, so I'm gonna give him time. I'm gonna give him time to like do something, and then I can judge it.
And this is,
If he don't do anything, then I can be like,
same place.
and
he
this
just
is-
said he
but-
don't agree.
Hold on. And this is why, because I'm not gonna sit here and say that Jay-Z's a sellout, because I don't.
Yeah, we not even on that.
But I don't think that he is. But you referred me to the internet.
No, I say your opinion is like the internet because they jumped all over him before he even done anything.
I'm not jumping.
One negative thing.
I didn't say that one negative thing. I said I don't agree
It
with him.
sound a little negative connotation. That's what I heard.
But the thing is that when it comes to, I think this is another opportunity. I think this opportunity is gonna more advance Jay-Z. If you
is that not negative?
That's not negative.
Is it
All right.
negative?
So look,
That's
this
what
is-
he want-
Can
that's
I
what Jay-Z
finish?
trying
I'll
to
let
do.
you finish.
Go ahead.
I'm
all
I think
ears.
I think this was a way for the NFL. They sold Jay-Z a business deal that was a great opportunity.
What was that? Do you know the ins and outs of that?
I think.
Okay, there we go. Tell me what you think.
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Okay.
I love when y'all have y'all's debates.
I think that this is a great opportunity for Jay-Z to make more money, of course, and a pipeline to drag, aka Megan Thee Stallion, because
come on, bro. Now you stretching. Now you stretching.
Can I finish?
No, because you stretching it.
No.
You stretching it now. You going too far. That has nothing to do with her. He has a million other people.
Can you let me finish?
No,
my point exactly. My point
that has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion, bro. You see, that's why I call them the internet. Only the internet will bring Megan Thee Stallion into the NFL.
I'm trying to figure out how she ties into this.
Because it's
but that's egregious.
I'm saying that's a pipeline because Jay-Z is well respected. The reason why we like him, I like him. He likes him. You're a fan of. We're both fans of him, right? So it's just like, yo, if Jay-Z's
would
on
you
board,
be saying that if it wasn't Jay-Z? Can't you say that about anybody?
So Meg Thee Stallion's on board now too, or something?
She's a part of Rock Nation.
She's a part of the NFL deal.
She's a part of Rock Nation.
So that makes her a part of the NFL deal.
No, she's not a part of the NFL deal. But I bet you she's gonna be on the halftime show now or whatever, and we all gonna sit there and support the NFL or what we talked about.
Like I said, all right, bro.
Nothing tomorrow is going to change.
All right, like I said,
nothing tomorrow is going to
exactly.
change.
See, he doesn't think anything is gonna change. But look,
but Jay-Z,
nah, bro,
Jay-Z is cool. We good. I understand that you're making money. You don't see no color, but
I don't know if your grandma or your mama or anybody older, wise people always tell you gotta watch people that play both sides of the fence now.
That's what he's doing.
You either gotta stay on that side of the fence or you gotta go on this side of the fence.
Is that not what Jay-Z's doing?
You trying to say
Is that what?
I don't see Jay-Z in here.
Is that what Jay-Z's doing? Jay-Z's playing both sides of the fence.
He said that you play both sides.
How am I playing both sides?
Because he wanted to say, I'm not bashing.
No. Because I think that's what's the problem with it. So whatever. It's just like it's either you bash somebody. I can disagree with you, I disagree with you, but we still
But
cool.
you
I'm gonna
just-
call you a coon.
My thing is,
I'm gonna call you a
but that's
sellout.
virtually.
Or whatever. That's not what I'm
basically-
saying.
All right, but the thing
That's not
is,
what I'm saying because I don't think that.
all right, let me have the mic real quick. The thing is, when you go against somebody before they do what it is that they're doing,
But they already put out what his position is and everything.
He hasn't.
Yes, it
He
has.
has not.
Sir,
He has-
look it up.
He has not.
They already announced his. They already announced.
Do your research.
Nah, he got to do his research. Like I said, I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Homework.
Yeah, but hold on. Turn the mic on.
They already announced his position.
All right, but look,
his
no.
position is They already announced his position
I understand what you're saying. Let me finish.
and what he's in charge of.
Okay, anyways.
I don't know how that. Tell me how.
Bro.
Tell
All
me
right,
how
bro. I understand what you're trying to say, and we get it. We get what you're saying. You're not against it. You don't think any change will come. Okay, we got your point.
I forgot.
Did I summarize it right?
Nah, do you?
Is there more to
Oh,
add?
you got.
We got another caller.
We got another caller.
Nah, son. We ain't got no more. Hold on. You want? Yeah. I don't know if it'll play.
is it?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Yo.
You're on the air.
You on the Terry Gilbert podcast.
Announce yourself, girl. Come on.
Talk. Let me hear it. Let me see if we can hear you.
Hey, we can, yes.
What's up? Say what's up to the podcast.
Who are we talking to?
Hello, the podcast.
This is Shoncy McKinney. Shoncy McKinney is on the phone. One of my longtime friends.
How was your day?
What's up?
My day was great. I'm currently Ubering. My person is checking in the hotel, so I'm just waiting.
Ooh. Yeah. This is a great. Oh wait, hold on. We were just talking about Jay-Z.
Uh-oh.
So we was just talking about Jay-Z and
My person coming back.
bro, come on, you trying to call people on the clock? Oh wow! All right, man. Holla at you. Oh, this dude just got in the car. Okay. Anyways, man, we had 2 callers today.
That is so lit.
Wow.
Colors.
Anyways, to wrap that up, it has yet to be seen what's going to happen. We will replay all these clips of Farad going against Jay-Z later, and Terry championing Jay-Z because I know you're gonna do what we think you're gonna do, boy.
What do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah.
What you think?
I think he's gonna.
What you think he's gonna
do more than bring awareness to it. I think he's going to invite those people into the spaces, kind of like how he had the conversation with Roger Goodell being there and all the different people that don't talk about it to share their opinion on like what's going on and how we can move forward. I think he's going to get us a step closer. I don't think he's going to end what's happening with police brutality and systemic racism that's going on within the world, but I think he's going to help us get one step closer.
So you think there's gonna be some kind of initiative put out that the NFL is gonna put out?
That's just what I think. I'm optimistic, and I may be.
I'm saying because there would have to be some kind of initiative.
Yeah, I think if I'm Jay-Z, that's the only way I take that job or that title.
I'm not saying that it has to strictly end police brutality.
Yeah, that's why I said a step closer.
So there has to be some kind of initiative.
Yeah,
there has to be some kind of initiative.
I'll tell you this: I'm waiting until you do it to see, like, hey, bro, that was the wrong move. That was the right move. So when it happened, I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I'll be like, nah, bro, that wasn't it. Like you gotta be real.
And you're not gonna bash him or call him a sellout.
Nah, he tried.
Let's say if it goes wrong though. If it goes wrong, because I'm not gonna bash him either if it goes wrong.
So have you heard the analogy of the first person that go over the hill? He go over the hill and he be like, oh. It's a lot of them over there, and then he run back like that first person kind of.
I never heard that analogy.
Anyway,
but I can see where you're going now.
Yeah, so sometimes you got to be that. All right, I think I heard somebody make that analogy with Kanye when he made Yeezus. When he made the Yeezus album, he was the first one to step outside of the bounds and like, and then he came back like, all right, that wasn't it.
All right, let's see if this next album is
exactly. So hopefully this is not a Yeezus. But like somebody,
if it is, then what?
But somebody gotta do it, and then you also have those people like let me see, what's a great analogy? Like Lil Nas X to come through, knock the door down, and do something that nobody has ever done before. With like how he came into the industry and like have a hit record that his first record that just off the charts. Like some people can make
that happen all the time.
Not So you mean people go double? What did he? He was on Billboard for night. He got the record. Right. With his first song. No, people don't do that every time. No.
I'm not saying people do that every time.
You just said that. I'm saying that. Stop saying what you're not saying because you just said.
I'm saying that after that, there's gonna be somebody else that's gonna break that record. The record is already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes you have to be. I'm
saying that wasn't a good analogy.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Okay.
I get what you're saying though. I get you don't have to keep. I get what you're saying. No.
That is a good analogy because people will use how he did that in order to do that again because he did something that has never been done before.
He did something that hasn't been done before.
So people will use his route of how he got there, and they may do it better. Oh, she's back. Let me see if we can get like 10 more minutes. Let's see if she got anything to say. Do I want to answer this? Let's see.
You're already plugging it
second
in.
caller. Let's go. Yo.
And she back.
You back. You on the podcast. All right, now tell me, give me a crazy story. Give me a crazy story.
What you think about Jay-Z?
Oh my God.
What you think about Jay-Z in this NFL situation?
I don't know his plan. I need to wait and see it. I need to wait for it to unravel.
Hold on. And I said that I don't think because of his job title is already out there. His job title says that he's in control of all halftime show performances. I don't understand how that has anything to do with police brutality, or I don't know how that's going to enroll into anything police brutality. Again, I'm not saying.
Hold on, let her talk.
Hold on, I'm not finished.
Bro, you doing a lot of talking. I need you to summarize. We ain't got the time.
I'm not saying Jay-Z's a sellout. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I don't think what he's doing is going to help. I'm thinking this is an initiative to help himself, to elevate himself. Period.
Okay. So I didn't know that was his title. I know.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think now?
With that being said, I just seen something on Instagram say he got Selena. Who he got?
Hold on.
And
J-Lo?
Because everybody.
Hold on, man. Can we hear her?
What's the person's name?
You.
J-Lo and somebody else.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Can we hear what she's saying, bro? What's the point?
Wait for that. I'm gonna tell you.
Can we hear?
They already have the lineup for the halftime show this year. It's J-Lo and somebody else.
Of course.
She said it's not Megan Thee Stallion.
Who else was gonna watch? Who else was gonna?
Calm down. Hold on. Can we get a take?
The other person?
Can we let the person talk?
Go ahead.
All right. Look. So what do you think now? As far as are you still in the position where you want to wait, or you feel like nothing's going to come from Jay-Z, or do you think this is going to help or hurt?
It's hard to say right now because I don't know what he just did.
Come on, bro. I want to turn your mic up.
What's the person's name? Can somebody tell me who
are you talking about? Meek Mills?
Hey.
Meek.
No, somebody get on social media.
Hold on. Hey, all right, look, we're going to have to take you out the podcast. Hey, real quick before you go, give us a funny story about Ubering.
What you want? You want the latest one?
Yeah, give me the latest.
That's what I was gonna say.
The latest is I picked this woman up from Walmart, African American woman.
Uh-huh.
It's a 3-minute ride, y'all. 3-minute ride.
Yeah.
I found out that her husband cheated on her, so she cheated on him.
Oh.
He cheated on her, she cheated on him again. He got somebody pregnant and had an ugly baby. All
right, man. All right, we gotta go. I said a funny story, not no sad story.
You gotta start you an Uber podcast, girl.
That sounds like a country song. That sounds like.
My nose is running. I'm sorry.
All right, man. We got it.
Hold on. And she gave me a piece of advice.
Yeah.
She said, in this world, you can love a man and you can love his dirty drawers, but don't.
We can't even hear the end of her. All right, can you give it to us one more time? Farad just already laughing like you, Kevin Hart. One more time, give it to us. Give us the quote.
He said, you can love a man and you can love his dirty drawers, but don't let him know you love his dirty drawers, because the day that he find out that you love him so much, he'll start to walk all over you.
All right, your mic is off. Goodbye.
Words of wisdom.
We don't need none of that.
Snap.
She gotta go. All right, let me end this podcast. This is it, man. Let's get out of here. We'll see y'all again.
It didn't end already?
Saturday. Is that over? I'll check. All right. Well, hustle and motivate like Nipsey Hussle. Make sure you stay dangerous like YG and liberate the people like Martin Luther King Jr.